Tangents and Waffles Podcast.
Poo poo poo. Am I popping my peas?
I always need to be louder.
Welcome to episode 3 of Tangents and Waffles, the podcast where we
stay on topic.
This video isn't sponsored, but please sponsor us.
We need new equipment. Like the stand the camera's on
is broken.
It's broken.
I broke 2 of the legs today. This light broke.
When did that break?
Well, it didn't break. It just ran out of battery, okay?
I was going to say.
I always generalise things like that. It's like, Shirley's dead. No, she's just broken her arm, but Shirley's dead.
You're worse than the mechanics at Thorpe Park that'll be like, the ride's broke when they don't want to fix it.
Yeah. Did you see that video on the Sun when Rush... So there's this big Thorpe Park ride where 2 swings, a part fell off of it. Have you not seen the video?
I know the girl who pressed the start button.
Ooh.
She was really, really traumatised.
What part of it came off?
It was part of the decoration that was above it. You know, like where they have the signs and stuff above it. It was really, really bad timing. It could have been a lot worse. Thankfully, it wasn't. And they never put it back. They were like, no, we're leaving that bit off. It was not a part of the ride. It was literally part of the theming.
So it was a piece of decoration
stayed off.
Came off.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, we're not putting that back on.
Well, today we're going to talk about more situations that happened at Thorpe Park. And also hopefully talk about other encounters that we've had, because we're running out of Thorpe Park stuff.
I do know one person that got hurt.
What happened?
They fell out.
Of what?
X.
What, of X No Way Out? So if you don't know, X No Way Out is a in the dark ride where it's in a pyramid, or whatever that weird word.
Ziggurat. It basically means square bottomed. So if it's a triangle bottomed, it's a pyramid, and if it's a square bottom, it's a ziggurat.
Okay, so this ziggurat, and there's a roller coaster inside the ziggurat, and it goes backwards, and it's pretty much in pitch dark, and they just don't know how to theme the ride. They change the theme of the ride every 2 minutes because they don't know what to do with it.
Long story short, the lap bars that come down, this kid's sister told him, apparently, allegedly, to put like something down his top, so when the lap bar is on his stomach, it's not. So when the ride then went back, there's a big gap which allowed him to be able to stand up.
Oh.
And he fell out.
What happened to him?
Well, this is the thing. There's so many rumours that then spread. Like, some people are like, oh, he died, and, you know, or he got decapitated because he fell onto the track, and then the next train. There was so many exaggeration versions of that story. It was unreal. It's physically impossible for him to hit another, like, and also it's not actually that high. Because it's in the dark, it feels faster than it is, and it feels higher than it is. It's not actually that high, and it's not actually that fast.
It's about flying fish.
Yeah.
It's about 2 meters off.
And that's
ground.
another ride that wasn't fully finished ever. I think he hurt his leg, or he broke his leg, because he was trying to crawl to what he thought was a door. It was just a panelling. You can't see the exits at all.
It's awful.
Yeah, well, this is why we tell you to put your lap bar down.
I remember this one time. I'm convinced on the flying fish that you can lose an arm. There feels a part where there's a metal structure. It feels like you could, because you're going fast.
Yeah.
It's the same way as if you put your arm out on the motorway and you feel like another car's going to take it off.
Yeah.
But it's not. The only time that I've been injured on a ride, and I have been injured on a ride because I'm Philip Green and I get injured everywhere.
You could get injured in a rubber room wrapped in bubble wrap.
I, at the start of this podcast, stepped over the chair and nearly died. So, you're
great for clickbait.
It's
not clickbait.
I run into a wall and break my nose.
How many bones have you broken?
2.
Is that it?
Oh.
Is that it?
I broke my knuckle.
Yeah, you did. When we filmed that other video that we're not allowed to put up.
Which actually didn't go up. I've hit a mannequin with and I've broken, and it still hurts. And that was a good
So you've broken your
3
nose
months ago.
twice.
Broken
your
my nose
uncle
twice.
once.
Broken my knuckle.
I've never broken a bone.
Touch wood, Jodie, Maurice.
That's real wood.
Don't you dare. It's from Argos. Don't embarrass it. I love... Oh, you hate Argos, don't you?
With a passion.
Why do you hate Argos?
Because it's shit. Oh, I know. Let's have a shop with nothing on display and make all the customers do their own stock check and then make them sit in this friggin' little waiting area. Oh, I just hate it. Nothing works. Everything breaks.
The electronics, and that's because it's stored in a warehouse.
You can't do that. It's boiling hot in the summer, freezing cold, and they're like, here you go, this computer will work for a week. It's so bad.
It's so funny that you hate Argos. So yeah, every time I see an Argos, I do think of you, and I think Jodie hates that. And now Argos has been drunk.
Do you remember when it flooded? Remember when we had the floods?
Yes. Oh,
It flooded. Somebody tweeted a picture from inside Argos of this water right up against the door, and all I could think of was, good.
They're probably still selling the electrical items that were in it.
Floating around.
I like Argos only for one reason, and that's when it goes, cashier number 4, please. That is my favourite thing.
But that's just the post office remix.
I love that. What shops do I hate? Well, I mean, Touch Store. I can't stand clothes accessories, but I love how irate you get about Argos. It makes me
I
laugh.
think it's also I'm triggered from my childhood because my mum used to rip out the kids section and put them in a binder and like Santa's wish list, like the kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I grew up thinking that was where Santa bought.
Shopped.
It's like, that's funny. Paulie has this book at her house, but it doesn't look like this. Argos is my Hessian.
Yeah. Still triggered about that Hessian bath
Oh God,
lily.
can you imagine getting a Hessian bath lily from Argos?
Oh. No, I think I want to try do something with Hessian. Make a Hessian dress.
Can
drunk.
I not be here?
From Argos. Oh gosh. We were talking about getting injured on rides.
Oh yeah.
And I have only been injured on a ride twice. I've been injured twice on a ride. I've lost a shoe on one. So
Please keep hold of all loose items.
a shoe is not a loose item. It is attached to my foot.
No, but a
and
friggin'
my
hat
laces.
is. You would not believe the amount of people that just fish blew up. That's an exaggeration. Flying fish. I've worked the ride so much, I
Yeah.
knew when something was wrong instantly. And I
Yeah.
remember I'm like, there's a weird noise. Something's not right. You know, like with your car, you know as soon as there's something
You
different.
push the clutch in, you know
you
instantly.
feel or you hear there's a difference. You
grind
know
or
there's
a-
something wrong.
yeah.
Exactly. I was the same with that ride. I had the maintenance guy come over and be like, no, I've shut it down. No,
know.
there's something wrong. So I'm not comfortable putting people on this ride. Could be nothing. I'm not comfortable not doing it. The maintenance guys come over and he was like, well, he was, you're obviously not allowed to smoke walking around Thorpe Park. He never didn't. It was constant. It was one of the, you know, like those chavvy builders that's constantly.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was like that. Came over, but he told me it's fine. He
Yeah.
checked it this morning and it was fine. And it was fine this morning. Because this morning, somebody hadn't not secured their loose items, which was now stuck underneath the ride. But it was just so funny because he was like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Look, started the ride up. It went round the corner, went bang and rolled back down. And I was just there like,
Told you.
told you.
Just you see the fish come backwards round the corner like.
Rolled back in with that big grin. Staring at us. Squeaky.
Hello. She's like Tanya.
Oh my God, please do that. Please superimpose a picture of Tanya on the front of Flying Fish.
Tanya's terrific travels. Oh gosh. That's awful. What, so the hat got stuck under the mechanism?
Yeah, there was a little, I think there was
Boost?
a brush thing that was supposed to take the like static charge out. and it had
okay.
like snapped that bit.
Oh,
So the static charge
blew it
popped.
up. Okay, so it gave it. Oh, that's awful. First time I lost my shoe was at Alton Towers on Ramesses Revenge, which is a spinning log.
Is that with the one that gets wet?
Yes, it goes like this. Imagine a lottery ball machine. Anyway, my shoe. I remember it was blue in colour. Very nice shoe. Decided.
Blue in colour, as opposed to blue in black and white.
It was blue in shape. Decided to leave my foot.
Secure loose items.
I believe a lace is...
Then how did it fall off?
I do not know. The floor of Ramesses Revenge was water. Mm-hmm. It landed about this size, maybe less than this size, perfectly in the middle of a square that didn't have water on it. The luck that my shoe, in this pool, which is about the size of a swimming pool, 25 metres across, landed in this section. I was very lucky that I didn't have to hobble around the rest of the day with one shoe.
Or the...
Yeah.
Which you go on the
I
rapids
wouldn't have
ride and
it
got
back.
anyway.
I would have got it back, basically. The second time I've been injured on a ride was also in Alton Towers, where... What was it called? It's something to do... It was in Ugg World. Ugland or something like that. When I say I have hit my head against the seat, it could have caused concussion. Someone must have popped an eardrum. I remember coming round the corner and it jolting to a stop and your head going...
Like a ball in a whistle.
And, and everyone consecutively went, oh, because it hurt.
Like
We went,
like the rattlesnake in
That's
Chelsea
my
when you
sec-
go round the corner.
That is my second injury that I've had, was on rattlesnake.
No.
So rattlesnake in
Did you
Chessington.
did you not get it on Colossus?
No. Rattlesnake in Chessington has a S shape to it's a U bend of a turn. It is U.
And it whips you round there.
Severely aggressive ride. It feels like...
And you can go on there quite small. The health and safety
can.
have been like, oh yeah, you're that big, you can go on.
I remember sitting next to my friend. And depending on where you sit in the ride, because it's a 2-seat, you can either sit on the inside or the outside.
Yeah.
I chose to sit on the inside, thinking, oh, I'll be fine. No, my friend was rather large. Now, I've cracked a rib before in a fight.
That counts. You didn't add that into your
Is that
bio.
broken?
Yes.
Well, I cracked a rib in a kickboxing fight. I felt like I cracked a rib on rattlesnake because my friend slammed into my body, which slammed into the plastic fiberglass
The problem is it's only one lap bar down. So
Yes.
if your friend is quite big,
Yes.
you're rattling around in there.
Yes, I was the bloody rattlesnake. And he was the boulder.
You need...
He's very tall, okay?
Indiana Jones.
Yes, it felt like that. I hit my ribs against this ride, the edge, and I remember losing. It was almost winding. I was like... It hurt. But then on the other U-turn, I'd slam into him. And I was like,
And he
I
would
got you back.
notice.
Oh. Horrific. Those are the two rides that I've only been injured on. We must talk about the story of admissions. You have a story about admissions, don't you?
The funniest bit I had with admissions was I actually worked with somebody called Joe.
Yeah.
So over the radio, because there's no phone on the turnstiles, so over the radio, we never knew who they were trying to contact, which is Joe. So it's like, are they referring to me or are they referring to Joe?
Yeah.
So they started using our surnames or just the initial of
Yeah.
our surname. Makes sense. Problem, her surname started with a D. So when they wanted to get hold of her, they radioed for Joe D.
Oh, no.
So it was a good plan
So
in thought, but not in
didn't-
execution.
didn't really fit very well. So I used to work on turnstiles as well, where people used to come into the park.
I hate it.
It was very busy at the start of the day. You didn't.
And then
think
it was
about
boring.
It was It was an influx of stop.
Yeah.
But this one time, I had been put on scanning annual passes as they come in the park. Now,
There was always that short queue at the side.
Yes,
wasn't
you can come in and out as you wish with it. A girl came to me with an annual pass, and without thinking about it, I'm scanning and just letting people in. This girl goes in, and this girl asked for a stamp on her hand and walked straight out. And instantly I thought, why do you want to leave already? That's really strange. So we used to give stamps to people if you want to come in the park again, so we don't have to scan your annual pass once again.
Well, it was usually the tickets. The annual passes, it didn't matter because you could use it how many times. But if you put the ticket through, it would say used.
Yeah, so it was strange to have a stamp on annual passes. Anyway, she left, and then 5 minutes after, she came back in and flicked her stamp. And I thought, oh, she just must be going to the car. Which I can't think. Anyway, because there's several people coming in the park. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff.
Was it a busy day?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got
Another girl
thousands.
comes with an annual pass. I let another girl, and she asks for a stamp as well. Thinking nothing of it, I give her a stamp. And then the third girl comes up with an annual pass. After these two girls have left, and I can see these two girls lingering. And I'm thinking, what are they doing over there? They should be in the park. This is ridiculous. This girl comes in with an annual pass. And I scan it, and it clicks in my mind what's happening.
Are they all?
I look at the photo,
Yeah.
and it has been scratched out.
They've all used the same card.
Obviously. Very, very obviously. To the point where I can see the key marks. I could probably tell you the type of key that they use.
You could probably take it to a locksmith and use it to get a new key and break into the house.
Exactly. It's imprinted on the annual pass. Now, it's quite a clever idea. I didn't do anything. I didn't action it. Because you're meant to confiscate an annual pass because you don't know whether someone's stolen it. I just let them in. Because it's so busy, but I gave her a look.
Like you've been caught.
As if to say,
Yeah.
I know what you're doing, bitch. Stampy. But I reckon they would have got caught again.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
The ones I used to like in the queue, how many of these did you get? Little kids going, I'm 4 today.
When's your birthday?
Like changing their age so they can get in for free.
Yeah.
And they're like 17 foot tall. Like, I'm only 2.
Okay, because
And they've got a school backpack.
your sideburns tell me differently. And the spots and acne that you have on your face and your breaking voice also tell me that you're 16.
And the parents would just give you that look like, please believe
Yeah,
it.
oh, it's awful, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, it used to depend on how nice that parent was. I felt really bad because I had one and it was straight after somebody had clearly taken the mick.
Yeah.
You know, it was bad.
Yeah.
And the kid came up and told me they were 5. And at that point, or it might have been a height, but the kid was too big / old to
think it
go
was height,
in for
wasn't it?
free.
Yeah.
I looked at the dad and I was like, sorry, he needs a ticket of his own. Oh, I didn't realise. I'm sorry. Last time we came, he was fine. And literally went straight back to go and get a ticket. And I felt terrible because it was clearly a genuine mistake.
Yeah.
No, I called him back and he went. Because it was genuine. You could really tell.
Can tell when
it
it's
wasn't
genuine.
like somebody's just trying to pull a fast one.
It's the case of the first lady I talked about who said in the first podcast we mentioned about saying, I'm a lawyer.
Oh, I had one like that. This woman came with... There was like 10 people and she handed me a stack of complimentary tickets. So she's
already got them for free.
complained about something and got these for free. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I scanned them all through. There's 10 of them. I've put them all through. There's 9 tickets. Okay. So I'm like, 2 must have stuck together. Put them all through again. No. She's handed me 9.
Yeah.
There's 10 of them. So I said, where's the remaining ticket? Or you've got, one too many people sort of thing. And she went, oh no, she doesn't need a ticket.
Oh,
Because she complained because she bought her daughter last time and her daughter decided not to go on any rides. So she doesn't think it's fair that she has to pay for her daughter to go in if she's not going to go on any rides.
So I could just rock up and say, I'm not going to go on any rides today.
Yeah.
And then get in for free and then go on all the
So
rides.
as a nice gesture, they had comped everybody's ticket, not just the daughter's,
Yeah.
everybody's,
That's
which was
bad.
9 people in the group. Mm-hmm. They've sent her 9 free tickets, and she's bought 10 people. Went and complained,
Some guests.
and they gave her another complimentary ticket. It's the one
That's
time.
awful. I
I was fuming.
Yeah, I would be.
The weirdest thing with the like safety regulations on the ride, the ones that you'd think are like
The least feeling safe.
are usually the ones that are the safest.
Yeah.
It's like Detonator is like ridiculously safe.
Yeah.
Like that ride
magnetic,
could be at
isn't
the
it?
top and like could have a complete power failure the second you drop it or the second you push it down because it gets fired down.
Yeah.
And you'd still be fine.
Yeah.
Like
Because it's
the-
run
the-
on magnet, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's a seatbelt
Yeah.
that clips into the bottom of it. Do you know what that actually does?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Isn't it just
It's just
for
a
secure?
mind.
Yeah.
It's just a mental thing
Because that would just clip off.
It's like the bit that annoys me is Final Destination 3, where you see the lap bars come off.
That wouldn't happen.
It couldn't happen.
Mechanically.
You'd
it
have to
can't happen.
physically do something to release them. Like
push them down to come back
it
up.
doesn't
yeah.
make any sense.
3
They have
times.
to click 3 times. So if you're too broad-shouldered, and we have to say that because
You can't say
you can't
fat.
say fat. But to be fair, Frank Bruno couldn't get on,
Yeah.
and neither could. Oh my god, I've completely forgotten her name. You do the impression with the big boobs. What's her name?
Kate Price.
Katie Price.
Well-
she couldn't fit on it either because of her tits.
Do you know she's just broken both her legs?
Not on Detonate, she didn't.
No.
Because she can't go on it!
There is some really funny videos that she's filmed. She has a YouTube channel now.
Oh, does
There
she?
is some really funny videos of her going... I mean, the fact that she broke her legs isn't funny, but the fact that she jumped down a wall,
Yeah.
she broke both her legs, but there is so many funny videos that she's filmed taking the mickey out of herself around Sainsbury's in one of those cart things. And she's just like, I don't know, I've broken both my legs, it doesn't matter. Me and Princess have been going round. It's so funny, I love it.
I watched one because I don't watch a lot of reality. I watch my series and my films, but I don't really watch a lot of sort of the reality, the television. I haven't watched television in years.
No.
But I remember watching something with her, and obviously she's got thousands, if not millions, in the bank.
Yeah.
And she literally turned over she was shopping and she turned over this cushion and she was like, £30, I'm not paying that.
Yeah. She
And I was
stayed-
like,
yeah.
wow.
But she went bankrupt.
Did she?
Yeah, she went bankrupt. There's a clip on This Morning where she says that she's had like the worst year. Apparently her horse died outside of her house. It got run over. But the way she says it is just so Katie Price. Well, I broke my car. I've had my thing run over. I broke my house. But so-and-so's done this. I can't believe it. I've had a really bad year. I can't get on. My balloons are too big. Try and get the cock destroyers on there.
I just want to have comments they can give us subjects.
That's
and
a
then
really
we
good
can
idea.
pick things out.
That's a really good idea.
Because we could waffle
For the
about
next
any.
episode,
There's a
shall we
challenge.
try that? Write some subjects in the comments below. We will pick out.
Oh, you know they're going to be evil. They're going to pick really
Do
random
it. Do
stuff.
it. Pick random stuff and we'll waffle and tangent and wherever we can end in that. That sounds like a really fun idea. Let's try that.
Or maybe
So
we can do a
anything.
segment and just we pick 1 or 2.
Yeah. We've got to talk about deep thoracic vein thrombosis. I don't know. But,
We're not allowed to talk about it if we can't pronounce it.
Yeah. We will see you in the next episode. I hope you have a lovely year, day, whatever day
Oh,
this
we
is
don't
going
know
out.
when
We don't
this
know.
is going up.
I don't know.
Milk.